Yo, what up, guys? It's DayDaGreat here today, back with another video. Congratulations, you've been blessed. Now, I'm happy to announce that my boy Seth has finally run into a baddie. So let's talk about it.
Word of my mama, I promise I gotta go get it. Hop in my whipping and be on my way. Now I'm copping a ticket to Cali. My mission to Valley, the babes in the lake till I finally come back to my.
Now we jumping straight into the video, and as you can probably already guess from the title, we are talking about Radiant episode 4. And this episode, I feel like there wasn't really much to talk about. Mainly, it was just so they could introduce Millie, which is another sorcerer like Seth, who, as we learned through the episode, has a personality disorder. And to be 100, I kind of like the mean personality better. She low-key retarded when she regular. So I'm glad that they did that, because I think her character probably needed that shit, because I hate those dumbass airhead bitches. I don't know if it's just me, but I just hate the airhead bitches in anime. Like, shit is irritating. But like, I like the way that they did her character, because they mixed her with airhead and savage all at the same time, and that was dope that they found that combination. And I also, like, I don't know if they used two different voice actors or just the main voice actor for her just turned the fuck up and just did the angry voice. Either way, like, they sounded like completely different, and I'm glad that the personality split was shown through that. Like, the voice acting, like, they were not even reminiscent of each other, at least in my opinion. And that was good to see from the character, especially because, honestly, if she was just gonna be that airhead, you know, typical airhead anime bitch, then that would have been pretty boring. So I'm glad to see that they did something special for the character. Yeah, so that was good. But in all honesty, one critique that I do have for this episode is, well, actually, I don't know for sure if it's a critique, because I don't really know enough about the story as a whole to really judge this. But if the sorcerers are like villains in pretty much everyone's eyes, and the only reason why the Inquisition even tolerates them in the first place is because they can kill the nemesis, which is something that another character that was just introduced said himself. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like the Inquisition should be kind of like enemies. And to be honest, this episode was kind of like lighthearted. Like, not in a bad way, but it kind of had me confused on what the Inquisition was really supposed to be. Because even though they captured Seth and they captured Millie and her leader, or he, I don't know what she calls him, I forgot. But, like, aren't they supposed to feel more like villains? Like, low-key, like, they put them in, like, the cells or whatever, but it didn't even feel, like, all that bad. Like, the situation never felt like it was, like, it got out of hand. Like, it always felt like it was, you know, like they was just visiting the cells type shit. Like, oh, well, shit, I like the way the cell looks from the inside. Don't you, Seth? Yeah. I mean, the steel bars, we can't use magic and shit. This is really well designed and all. Like they didn't say that shit, but that's what it felt like. Like, it didn't really feel like they were actually captured. It didn't feel like them being captured meant anything. And, of course, he's the main character, so he gonna get away. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just wondering, like, if the Inquisition is supposed to be villains to the sorcerers, aren't they supposed to feel like villains? Like, I didn't feel like any character on that ship was a villain like that. Like, I just felt like they were just doing shit just to do it. And if they are supposed to be set up to be villains like that, then I think that that was a poor way to start it off. And I don't think that the tone that was set in this episode actually made any sense. But if they're just supposed to be like some like anti-hero shit where they want to capture the bad sorcerers but let the good ones do what they got to do to defeat these nemesis and shit, then that's one thing. But if they're actually supposed to be hardcore, like, nah, fuck these sorcerers, we gonna capture all their ass and none of them is getting out, fuck you mean. Like, if that's the case, then they need to do a better job of showing that And they probably just need to isolate this episode as it was, because I feel like if they were true villains, this wouldn't be how they should be introduced as characters. Because honestly, the leader of the ship looked dope as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, his character looked cool. But even him, he didn't really feel like a villain. He just felt like he was, like, it felt like he was just watching them just do what the fuck they do. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know really how I feel about it even now. Like, the episode was entertaining, don't get me wrong. The episode was definitely entertaining. But how they presented those characters, I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. But overall, I feel like they weren't even the main focus of this episode, so I guess it's fine. But that's just something to keep in mind, for me at least, to see how they develop the Inquisition as a whole. But as far as everything else is concerned with the episode, I loved it. I thought that it was great, and I'm glad we finally get to go to this new island where Seth can learn how to be a better sorcerer, because he needs that. I'm tired of seeing this nigga just do one move and that's all. And I want to see cooler nemesis, not that big ass blob that he fought previously. So I'm glad to see that the story is moving forward. And yeah, this review was kind of quick because honestly, like, so far, like, Radiant, like, not much really content has been, introduced to really talk about and decipher like that. Besides the episode before this, I thought that episode was really good, and it gave us a lot of mystery and shit like that to look forward to. And I got a theory coming out too about Alma, so look out for that soon. But that's pretty much all I gotta say for this episode. I thank all of you who made it this far into the video. I appreciate you. I fuck with you. And if you enjoy the content and you enjoy what I'm producing, then like the video, subscribe, do all that shit, because it really helps the channel out and it gives me motivation to keep going. So if you can do that, I appreciate it. But as always, have a good one. Peace.